mid part of the week to give God glory. It helps to remind ourselves the real duty of the Christian is worship, so we've come to worship God. And in doing so, we hear from this Gospel of Mark, and I'd like us to take two things with us today. First, and I've said this before, but sometimes we look for in the Gospels, or sometimes non-Catholic Christians will challenge us as Catholics to say, where in the Gospels do you see the word sacrament? We have the 7 sacraments, these encounters with God, these ways the Lord reveals himself to us. And the word, of course, isn't in the scriptures, isn't in the gospel. But we have this very image of sacrament right here, because the sacrament is something we see, touch, taste, we experience. And this outward experience happens, but the inward sign of grace, the inward grace, is what's so much more powerful. So we have Jesus putting spittle on the man's eyes and laying his hands on him, and the man regaining his sight. So we have this beautiful image and this powerful image of the way Jesus worked in the Gospels, and it serves to remind us of how Jesus continues to work in his church today, work for every one of us when we receive the sacraments. In each of the sacraments, there's a powerful experience of healing or bringing us closer to God. So we're brought into relationship with God with baptism. We're forgiven in reconciliation. We're strengthened and nourished in the Eucharist, right? We're anointed when we're sick and suffering. All these bring us great healing. Marriage and holy orders bring us to know our mission and to help us to do our mission, to give us strength for really our mission of sharing the gospel. So we have this great image in the gospel today of sacrament. It's just like when Jesus puts his fingers in the man's ears and says, be open so that he can hear the word of God. Well, the eyes be open so that we can see things clearly, see distinctly. Second, we can take that conversion doesn't happen all at once. The man's eyes being opened weren't just for his physical healing, but the powerful thing that Jesus wants to see the truth clearly, see him clearly. And he does that for us, but it doesn't always happen immediately. So we have to be patient as the Lord works on us. We have to put ourselves in the presence of Jesus like this man did, right? So we come to the sacraments, we come and read the scriptures so that we know Jesus, that we encounter him, we have an experience of him, and then we let him do the work. And we have to be patient with him. We have to be patient as the Lord works in us, and be patient with ourselves as our eyes and ears are open to really hear and know the word of God so that we can share it. So just as the waters receded and the earth was renewed through the covenant of Noah, we see this gradual healing of this man, and we pray for our own, those of whom we love.